Sorry children, there was an interruption in the video because frequently there are messages coming in while the recording is going on. So we'll continue where were we? Yeah, water. So water molecule can be expressed in two different ways. Two molecules of hydrogen reacting with one molecule of oxygen to give you two molecules of water, or one molecule of hydrogen reacting with half molecule of oxygen to give you one molecule of water. Got this point? So we have taken up three different equations. I am giving an idea once again. One is about iron reacting with water to give you iron oxide and hydrogen. This is the final balance form. I told you the clue. Wherever the number of atoms are more, that part you take and then you start balancing it. Okay? Right? Count the number of elements which are there on the reactant and the product side and try to balance it. Is this point clear or not? Okay. So now for practice I am giving you around 10 equations. You try to balance it and keep it ready in your notebook so that next class when I discuss, you can check whether your answers are right or wrong. You can take it. These are the 10 ones. The complete 10 cannot come in one shot. So these are the first 5 of them. Okay. I am holding it for a second so that you can note it down. And these are the remaining 5. 6 to 10. Did you get it? Okay. So this is your homework. All the 10 you try to balance it. Now it is possible that certain equations are already in a balanced form. Some are not. So you try to see and try to balance it out. Now we'll continue with our work. The next topic which we have is types of chemical reactions. Okay. Now, you know that there are various chemical reactions which are going on in the nature. Do you know that when you place a morsel of food into your mouth, the reaction starts? Yes. Digestion is a chemical reaction. You are taking breath, you are breathing in oxygen. What is that? That is also a chemical reaction. Anything, if you cut an apple and keep it open, it changes its color. Again, reaction. But these reactions can be categorized into different categories. Today, there are actually total combination reaction, decomposition reaction, then you have displacement reaction, double displacement reaction, oxidation and reduction reaction. These are the reactions which you will come across in your syllabus this year. Out of that, we'll start with combination and decomposition. I am taking it together because they are just the opposite of each other. What do you understand by combination? Combine, compose. For composition, what are you given? You are given certain points, you compose it, you join them and an essay is prepared. So combination means you join elements, or elements are reacting together, compounds are reacting together to give you something new. Previous equation, balancing part which we saw, hydrogen and oxygen forming water. Okay, balancing part we have already done it, half I'll put. Here element forming compound. But this one is compound forming a compound. Did you understand what I am trying to say? So either elements may join to form a compound or compounds may join to form a compound. Sometimes element and a compound may also be joined. Clear? So in this combination reaction, you find that elements are or one or more substance joined together. So perfect definition if you want to see in your text, it is very clearly given to you. When two or more substances, elements or compounds, substance stands for either elements or compounds, they combine to form a single product, the reaction is called combination reaction. See two examples, very simple example, carbon burning in oxygen. That is your paper burning, coal burning, isn't it? Anything which is burning, that is exemplified like this. Formation of water is also a combination reaction. In your book, there is an activity given. What is that activity about? You are taking calcium oxide, which is called chuna, quicklime. And if you put it in water, you will find that don't try to dissolve it with your hand. Instead, use a stirrer, a glass rod or any other, a wooden stick will also do. You stir it. You will find that the water becomes warm. If you have added more quantity of calcium oxide, the water starts boiling. Did you understand? What is it? There is a second thing which you come to know. It's an exothermic reaction where heat is given out. It releases large amount of heat. So calcium oxide reacts with water to form calcium hydroxide solution, that is called slaked lime, and gives out large amount of heat. So the flask, the beaker, if you touch it, will become warm. Clear? So combination reaction, a very good example. You must have seen it whenever. Nowadays no whitewashing is done, but once upon a time when the house was whitewashed, the calcium oxide was mixed in water with the help of a wooden stick, and then it was applied onto the walls. You must have observed it when you were at a younger age. Okay, continue further. The other examples, as I told you, it's exothermic. What do you understand by exothermic reaction? Reactions in which the heat is given out along with the formation of product is called exothermic reaction. Examples of exothermic reactions are you burn natural gas. Natural gas is methane. So methane, when it burns in air, it gives out carbon dioxide and water. So this can also be given for balancing. Remember, they will not give you this 2 and this 2, and they give you the unbalanced form. So you'll have to practice. There are a number of equations in this chapter. You can practice like that. Respiration is also an exothermic reaction. Why? Because when respiration is actually what? The food is broken down. So